That's the first song I used, I think. Um, oh no, it was the last song in Ep One, Series One of Afterlife. Uh, how are you? Where are you watching from? North Carolina, Tokyo. That's not what. That's. I'm not surprised that it's. I'm not surprised at the place. I'm surprised that. Hold on. What time is it there? Isn't it like 8 hours ahead or something? That's what I was surprised about. Not. That's an amazing place I've never heard of. Uh, I can't read. Oh my! You have to write bigger. Write bigger. We love this song too. Um, East End, Saskatchewan, Austria. We're all over the place. Connecticut, Colorado, India, Winnipeg, New Jersey, uh, Glasgow. A shame to be in Glasgow. Did they just lose or something? Was that the football? I watched. I'm watching the Manchester derby. Um, California, Indiana. Okay, Cape Town. Okay, New York. Right, that's everywhere. Everyone, the world, the world has tuned in. Look at my fat, red face. I've done a bath. Uh, look, it's a bit bright in it. Is that better? No, it's still red. I've just got a red face. I, oh, can you put a filter on as you go along, like people do on Instagram, and make me look all lovely and tanned and no. Um, right. So this was going to be the last one, but as I said last week, someone pointed out Kuwait, Peterborough, Dundee, Winnersh, Taplow, so Ottawa, Reading. There you go. Slough. Okay, more in Glasgow. Slough, Florida. I'm going to stop just shouting place names out. Okay. um, what was I saying? Oh, my fat, red, hot face. Uh, yeah, this was going to be the last one because I start pre-production tomorrow. But because pre-production is basically starting off on Zoom, it's like it's not quite open up yet. It's getting better. It's getting better. Um, so I thought 17th, which is exactly 1 year. 1 year of doing this shite. Well, I've done so. It's at least so it's nearly 300 of these things. 300 half hours for free. Think of that, and the stupid things that you've made me do: dress up, sing fucking songs, ask me questions about being probed up the arse by aliens. Again, I'm going to say it again. You will not get another person of my stature doing this. You won't get any other directors, and you won't get stand-ups of my. You won't get Seinfeld doing this shit. He's above it. You won't get directors doing it. Spielberg, Tom Hooper, to name. You would not get actor. You would not get George Clooney doing this. Nothing. No knighthood. People think I'm serious when I go no fucking knighthood. Um, I liked what Robert Smith, The Cure, said about a knighthood. He went, I don't want a fucking an award from the Royal Family. He said, I'm better than you. How dare you give me an award? Oh, I've always liked The Cure. Anyway, how have you been? I saw a funny thing on Twitter today. Uh, I can't really use it in my stand up, but it would really be a good jumping off point. So someone without irony was having a go at someone for this book. They read a book, right, that they said promotes fascism. I think it was the thing about free speech. So it's one of those things that, if you're right wing, you're a fascist, right? So that's one thing, right? But what they said in this tweet was, remember, without irony, they said, this book promotes fascism. It should be burnt. Is there anything more fascist now? I mean, there's just the word fascist now. It just means someone you don't like, really. Someone who wouldn't let you park there. And a while ago I would have retweeted it or argued, but now you look at their profile and you go, oh, it's just a series of slogans and acronyms and abbreviations. It's the equivalent of like a 15-year-old wearing a jean jacket with 1,000 badges telling you what they like and what they don't. What gets me in some profiles, right, is they have things like, in their profile, they have things like human rights. Yeah? Like, yeah, good. Well, like we're meant to go, what, you're for human rights? That is amazing. That's amazing that you're for human rights. Well done. Well done, mate. Anti-fascist. Really? You're anti-fascist? Well, fucking hell. Are you anti-murder as well? It's like we're meant to go, well, this guy, he's for human rights and he doesn't like murdering people. So, and I look at their little avatar and it's usually a cartoon unicorn with blue hair. And I think, well, if they're anti-fascist and they're human, then I'm going to stop murdering because I want to be just like. Oh God, it's funny, isn't it? It's a funny old world. Let's do some questions, Lindsay. So yeah, 17th, last one, and then it's not like that's it. It's not the internet's gone or I've retired, and I'm gonna do a podcast eventually. I have to do Afterlife 3. That'll take a while, but I'll still do the odd little thing or the Instagram live or Twitter live or filming pickle in a basket. Oh, it's 1 year since we lost Ollie, lovely Ollie. And that's how all this started. This is the club, really. This is the Ollie Club. All the people that tune in every week and ask me stupid questions. All the cats and dogs that ask me stupid questions. They're in the sort of Ollie family. So that's been lovely. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this. I look forward to this now, and I feel really good after a nice chat with lovely people. It's better than an interview, because after an interview I go, oh, that was a snidey question, or did I answer that right? Or they're going to take that the wrong way. Oh, that's the headline. Whereas this, I don't give a fuck, because it's like talking to 200,000 mates. So thank you for all that. But it's not over yet, Lindsay. We all knew kids who were funny and had a funny parent and cousin on that side of the family that were funny too. But their sibling, other parent, and that side of the family were misery guts. Do you think, given that a funny gene could exist? Well, yeah. Well, maybe not specifically, but I think they have isolated a gene for something like that. I don't think specifically giving you a good sense of humour or comedy, but there is. I remember reading there is something about funny can be passed on. I think mainly it's environmental. There is a nature versus nurture argument, and I think both, because I think it probably is environmental that you're coaxed into it. And I think there was an experiment where women and men were sort of wired up and watched comedy, and women were more triggered because women like funny men because it shows good genes for parenting, which I don't know how, but I suppose if you're funny, you've probably got a good outlook on life. I think it's also a sign of intelligence as well, and it's also a social power, isn't it? People are funny because it gives them an advantage in life, isn't it? It's no coincidence that you know um, uh, you don't need to be funny if you're 6'5" and brilliant at fighting, and you know what I mean. You don't have to. You don't have to be funny. So I think there is something to do with it. You know, there must be some sort of social advantage for being funny. So it probably is some sort of selective process, sort of group selection. So I think it's a bit of both. So I think there probably is a funny gene, not literally, but there is something like that, and that's what I don't believe that thing that men are funnier than women. I don't think that's true. I think men try to be funnier more than women because obviously women, evolutionary speaking, uh, demand showing off. So it might be that I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think there probably is. It's a bit of both, a bit of nature and nurture going on. I should ask Sam Harris that. He knows everything, uh, which is annoying, isn't it? Leopold and Loveday. We will miss Ricky's bollocks terribly. Think of someone just tuning in. Just like a weird love letter from two cats. It's like Keats. We will miss your bollocks terribly. We wish you all the love this universe has to give. Could you please sing us a happy song? Oh God! All right, a happy song. Well, I only know. I'll do a Brent song, shall I? Oh, this is kill two birds with one stone because someone, is it Leanne or Leah, wanted me to do an American accent, and Brent sings his songs in an American accent. So this is two birds with one stone. What's the happiest Brent song? Ooh la la, right? Sold my shack in Memphis, bought me a Chevrolet, six string in the back and a bottle of Jack, and I headed down to Mexico way, singing ooh la la la, ooh la 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 lay, ooh la 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 la. It's a beautiful day. Oh, it's a beautiful day. There you go. Ooh La La by David Brent, sung by me in an American accent. Two questions for the price of one. Uh, Daniel, do you think Afterlife 3 will be out by the end of 2021? God, I hope so. Are you hoping for an autumn release? Let's see. So, a film in April, May, bit of June, about 12, so 3 weeks, so beginning of June, so July, August, September. So beginning of September, I'll have them edited to shape, and then you have to do all the post-production. So suppose this begin. No, it won't be. No, so 1st of October. Then it's like 2 months to put them into 160 languages. Oh, so that, I don't know. Would they put it out before Christmas that late? It might be. I mean, I really try. I really hope so. Don't know. Either before or just after Christmas, I'd have thought. And there's probably a backlog, isn't there, of people that are waiting for loads of shows that didn't got. Oh, fucking hell. It's a nightmare. I'm not doing it anymore. It's too hard. It's too stressful. Just going to do this. Shit like this. And the odd stand-up going to a country I like. Just pottering around. A retired global megastar. I think I could do it. I think I could still be a global megastar and do as much, but in a lazy way. So, like Jerry Seinfeld, he doesn't do a new show every time. He rolls it over. He's got like a generic, you're seeing Jerry Seinfeld. He said he's like General Motors, he just fires the bottom 10% sort of every year. So, you know, it evolves, but I don't know whether that was an English thing because of Edinburgh, where you have to do a new show every year, or the DVD market when that was big at Christmas. Now it's different. Now if I had like, I just did the greatest, like the Rolling Stones. That's what I do. I'd just be like the Rolling Stones after Supernature. I do the best of and just, you know, do some new stuff every. Think how much new material I came up doing this shite. This is more. This is more shit comedy than anyone's ever produced ever, and it was all free. I hope that answers your question, Daniel. Harry the cat. Mum has a best room that I'm not allowed in. This is where I spend most of my time. If caught, I roll on my back, engage cute eyes, and voila. Do you have a Miss Pickle Free zone? And or has she got you wrapped around her paw? Well, she sort of goes where she wants, except we have to watch the front door because she's so curious. She wants to get in every cupboard, get on every. You see her looking at stuff. You know what I mean, like a high shelf, and she thinks, "I haven't been up there yet." And you want to go, "Well, don't try that because you're going to knock everything over, you fucking hefty idiot." Right? So you have to sort of keep it up. She tries to get on stuff. She gets in things. She gets in the freezer. You know, if you open the oven, it's like, oh. But there's nowhere she can't go. Ollie wasn't allowed in the bedroom because she weed on the bed once. We couldn't trust her. So no, Pickle's sort of allowed to go anywhere. You just got to watch her in case you shut her in. She just follows you. If she's asleep, right, and Jane gets up to go somewhere, she'll go. What's she doing? What, Mum? What? And then she'll run because she's scared of missing anything. Oh God. Dougal. Bonjour, monsieur Ricky. I recently had to wear the cone of shame. Oh, I feel sorry for dogs. Dougal's a little French bulldog. For quite a long period of time, and I was a little depressed. But I am now convalescing. What's the worstest thing you've had to wear and why? I haven't had to wear. I mean, I've worn some terrible things, but they were by choice because it was the 80s. I probably worse things in the 70s, in adolescence. But were they bad at the time? Probably not. I mean, I think that you look back and you go, fuck me, look at my hair. But at the time, you probably thought, fucking hell, look at my hair. So, I'm not really ashamed of anything I did because you can't be because it's relative to the time. But I have had some fashion atrocities. I bought I think it was a lime green jumpsuit once at a jumble sale. And I thought I'd dye that black. Didn't get around to it. I sort of found it 3 years later. What's the worst thing I've had? I've done all the same things that everyone else had relative to the time. Fucking extensions, dyes, bleaching, all that. Terrible clothes that I wouldn't be seen dead in now. What's the worst? What's the worst thing that I didn't want to wear? Probably something for filming. Oh, I remember I had one day with a beard on a fake beard on the invention of lying, and I had to be fitted. I didn't want to do it every day because that's a fucking pain. That's 3 hours. Fuck that. Even for one day, no. Right? I said we'll make it. We'll fit it and have it made. Right? Cost twice as much, but I didn't want 2 hours in the chair. So they did a mould, they fitted it, and they got the things back, then went away and made it, and and then they put it on in 2 pieces on the day, and they said to me, "Oh, this is real human hair," and I thought, oh, I wish they hadn't told me that, because that just gave me the creeps. So I had it on all day, but I took it off for my lunch, and I had to do it again because I couldn't bear the idea of the fork going in, touching someone else's fucking beard on the way in. And it just felt horrible. And I kept gluing it, and yeah, that's the worst thing. Second worst, I didn't enjoy the lemur outfit in the Muppet movie. I was mildly embarrassed. It was a little bit tight. So, yeah. Fucking human hair, beard, not mine. Lemur outfit. Those are my 2 worst things. Bella, you awaken. You awaken to discover overnight you have grown a full coat of hair. Here we go again. Look. Literally all over your body, face included, just like me. Bella's a dog. We could almost be twins. What do? Shave it all off every day, other than the bit on the top of your head, which you can slick back and no one would know any different. That's a fucking pain, isn't it? I've only grown this because I can't be bothered to shave every day. Most of my decisions in life are about laziness and comfort and time saved. That's why I've got 10 pairs of black pyjamas, 5 pairs of black sweatpants. I haven't been wearing underpants during the pandemic, no point. I've had this jumper on for about a month now because the dry cleaner was shut. Covered in cat hair and food, probably. If I was to soak this in hot water, I could make a nice soup. Quite nutritional. Shave it all off every day. No. Just embrace your new look. That beats shaving off every day for me. Even though people would go, fuck me, look, hairy dog boy. I go, yeah, but at least I didn't have to shave my whole body today. So, number 2 is winning at the moment. Start a new career with me as a hairy twins double act. See, it's already paid off. I'd embrace my new look. So I'm hairy all over. I feel hot, wouldn't I, in the summer? But then I'm laughing in the winter. I'd just go with it. I wouldn't give a... you know what I mean? I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that... I mean, my career would have been different, I would have thought. I'd be in a circus. I sort of am. I don't know, really. Satire. Yeah, just embrace it. Grow it. Would I molt? Do all dogs molt? I heard that, is this true? That the doodle, the labradoodle, whatever, the cockapoo, dogs were bred with poodles because poodles were sort of hyperallergenic. They didn't have the dander, or they didn't molt. So people who were allergic to dogs weren't allergic to poodles. Is that true? So that was sort of the invention of the doodle. That you could have a, can that be true? Or is it just fashion? Is that a bullshit? Someone might know. Slow down, I've been talking too much. Joey, would you rather wake up as a 10-year-old from the neck up or the neck down? Fucking hell! So I wake up and I've either got a puny little 3-foot body and this old fat head. God, that would hurt my neck, wouldn't it? Or my fat old 5'8" body with a tiny little young head. It can't be that one. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Joey, you always ask the word. I'm going to ask Sam Harris this one. Oh, God. Well, hold on though. Right, so I think the little 10-year-old body, because then all my organs would be great. I'd be shorter, right, and look a bit weird. But I assume that would grow so soon. So in 8 years, I'd have an 18-year-old body. So you wouldn't really. So in height and everything, you wouldn't tell the difference. And I'd have a great liver. I'd be getting older, wrinkled, but I'd be wise. I think you can't have you can't have my fat old body and a little 10-year-old's head. I've got to go. I've got to go. For fuck's sake! Great question, Joey. You idiot. Titch, have you considered making Derek the movie? He could rescue some animals and start his own sanctuary. Um, I haven't. I don't really consider bringing anything back. I don't think I'll ever bring back The Office or Extras or Derek. Never say never, but one, they're never as good. People think they want it, and even if it is as good, people go, "Oh, that's not the same," because their memory is 15 years ago when they first saw it, and so probably not. A movie would be funny. I think it'd be too sad for a movie, wouldn't it? It'd be too sad, and it could be sweet, like his very own little Ring of Bright Water or Robinson Crusoe, but with Derek. He's you know. I like the idea. I don't think I will, but it's a nice idea. Maybe I'll bring Derek back for something one day. A little Zoom. Kiki, say you had a choice of being a pit bull, a beagle, or a schnauzer. Which would you be and why? Keep in mind your owner is a 50-year-old man who lives in a cabin in the woods, but has farm animals and two house cats. It's got to be the beagle. I, I don't know. Well, just because I know he'd love it, wouldn't he? They follow their nose. They'd be out in the woods. Um, I mean, all dogs are great, but I think the beagle might appreciate that life more. Me as a beagle, I would. Emma, it's the finale of Ricky Gervais talking bollocks today. It isn't, see? But thanks for caring. A whole year of entertaining. Yes, thank you. Providing escapism to civilians from the torment of being locked down with their own children and the horror of potential toilet roll shortages. So my question is, will you miss us? Yes, yes, I will. As I said, I look forward to it, and it's a chore, and I go, oh, have I missed someone's question? Like I'm looking for Gunner's question, I couldn't see it, and then he'd asked me a question, but in barking, not in the. He wasn't in barking the place. It was barking. I thought, fuck, have I got to understand this? So it's stressful. It's stressful talking to cats and dogs. But I've loved it, and I will miss it. Yeah, and it's made me think, and it's fun, and I always feel good after. It feels, yeah, I will. Um, Final question, Andy, what would it take for you to host the Golden Globes again? Oh, not the same without you. Thank you. I don't know. Again, never say never, but I can't keep doing it. It's too. That is so stressful. It ruins Christmas because I have to worry about writing jokes. They're hard coming up with those jokes because it's not what I do usually, and they've got to work. You can't even practice them. So it's a really. I don't think people know how hard it is to just do it, but then to really fucking go for it. Get those jokes past censors. Say things to people's faces. Actually say it in front of huge corporations, CEOs, the biggest producers, broadcast in the world. It fucking. I do it like I couldn't give a shit, but it's hard work. It's hard work to do it as well as you can, because this simple. You don't just even if you come up with how good it is. A lot of people worry about it, so you've got to fight to make it good, even if you've come up with something that's good. Because everyone's scared of fucking complaints and everyone wants to please everyone. And that's why they're usually anodyne. So it's tough to get your own way to make it as good as you know you can make it. And I don't know why I bother. You'll miss me when I'm gone. You'll go, oh, we shouldn't have bothered him. We should have just let him do what he wants. He knows what he was doing. But we right, there you go. 3 more to go. Thanks very much, everyone. Look at my fat, shiny, red fucking... How can I be both plump and wrinkled? That's impossible. I've done the impossible. Tatty bye, everyone. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye.